All right, we're back at it earlier today. Let's get into it. Ow! Wow! 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 Stretching, man. These bones don't want to. They not limber like with this condition. They be like not want to move. Okay, so we about to get into it. Let's get into it. Now, part 24 is still taking its time to actually process. I'm not sure why that is, but I did see somebody else that does storytelling for entertainment purposes, aka through tarot. Um, she said hers as well was taking its while to process. So I don't know, but I guess YouTube is doing their, what they do. So just stay shit. You can only respect it, right? So I guess it will post. Um, and so on and so forth. Now, I did take my supplements. I do have my berberine that is supposed to be for balancing your blood sugar, healthy cholesterol, and it's supposed to be a major anti-inflammatory. It says our organic berberine promotes healthy weight management, aids metabolism and gut health, supporting normal cholesterol and glucose levels. And it's supposed to be a great component for helping with inflammation. But I've also been back on my turmeric. They also put CO2 extract and black pepper in it. Yeah, inflammatory response and joint health. Okay, and then I'm taking this vitamin D3 for my bones and all of that. And they got the liquid version, but it's plant-based. I trust all of Dr. Edward Group's supplements. So I said, let me put them right here by me. Now, it's very difficult for me to take these pills because they're fucking huge. They're pretty big. So I usually take them with regular, room temperature bottled water with a tap of a little half a teaspoon of baking soda in it. It makes it go down better for my stomach or whatever. Yeah, because I deal with a lot of GERD due to my hernia. My hernias, because I actually have two. Anyway, yeah, so there we go. There we go with that. So I got it right here. I've already taken this, and I got to get the berberine. I feel like I'll wait till I eat, because I don't, or I need to wait till I feel like swallowing, because I just woke up. I passed out. Oh my gosh, my sleep has been like all over the place. So hopefully that will get back in order. My internal clock will get back on point. Anywho, so let's get on right into it. Welcome back. Thank you for returning back to Still Elizabeth Rises. And let's continue to rise. Let's continue to be the sun that the Most High Christ consciousness has gifted us to be. Okay, to be. And if we fall in darkness or our shadow continues to stalk us to the point where we are not able to see our true divinity, that we continue to do that work so therefore we can embrace it and we can balance some shit out. That's what we do here. Let's get the healing in. Praise be to the Most High. To God be the truth. Okay, so what the random app said was, first of all, I approached it like I've been doing regularly. Pulls out my jump off card. We got the 33 concerned. This is a masculine that's very concerned. He's in very murky thoughts. He's really trying to figure some shit out. And the fact that the light is coming in through the window, and I was just talking about the sunshine, the sunlight being the sun, okay, the most high sun, okay, literally, praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth, is indicative that this man really wants to have a come to Jesus moment, because for some reason he's a bit intimidated by how karma is snatching his ass and letting him know Elizabeth is anointed. Elizabeth is God's promise. Elizabeth is walking in her purpose. Elizabeth should not be tampered with. So whoever these practitioners are is receiving a healthy mind your fucking business, okay? Healthy, healthy is healthy, it's coming from the Most High. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and talk about make sure we know. Can I get my angel tarot? I need my angel and I need my daemon tarot. I need both of them. If you can grab them too, please. Thank you, assistant. Assistant. Oh. I got my baby over here doing her spiritual work, her spiritual studies. Okay, definitely got to make sure that she stays in alignment with her life. So I got my angel tarot and I got my daemon tarot. So life is about duality. Okay, and what I love about this tarot deck is that it's literally not, ooh, oh my gosh, whoa, at all. And what I love about this one is that it's they work together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, dark forces have to be so we can bring in the light. If everything was all shining bright like a diamond, then we wouldn't be under pressure to seek the Most High's love and guidance and healing and protection and provision. So we're going to see what is this? I get 808 on the clock, something major about 808. Let me write that on there. 808, that keeps showing up. Angel 808. Keep showing up. We're going to get into it. I feel like through this particular deck, I will find out who this man is. I don't like to jump on my psychic intuitive counseling sessions by just literally like saying it's him. I don't like you. I don't care about you. I don't want to talk about you. Unfortunately, you thought that my love was something that you could play around with, that you could duplicate out there in the streets. And I tried to tell you, when you get an authentic one, you don't squander that away. You don't do that. It's ridiculous. That's like receiving a job where you really don't have a lot of stress. Your income is pretty nice. And then you go try to fuck the boss's wife. And then you get your dusty ass fired and all kind of towers start hitting your head. That's what you deserve. Okay? Elizabeth is dark. Elizabeth is light. Elizabeth is both. Elizabeth is balanced. Elizabeth doesn't practice any particular thing other than praising the Most High. That's it, and telling the truth. That's it. Oh, and my tantra. And then we're trying to get this whole diet and everything together. All that. Yeah. That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. That's it. So that's why y'all were trying to affect me receiving my items? Is that what that was? So I would like to know, we're going to get into it. I would like to know so the Most High is sending avenging angels to these practitioners. I would like to know who the fuck is watching me through my phone transactions, through the internet, through my phone. And so whoever you are that think that you're hiding covertly, I'm very well aware that that is what's happening. It's not a coincidence that I make purchases at these, whatever. And something is trying to throw like a monkey wrench in it. You know what I'm saying? Right? And then when I connected it to Michael Wayne's, the dialogue that I had with Michael Wayne on April the 27th, I was like, wow. I didn't make this purchase until June 10th. So wow. So it's not a coincidence. Whoever is watching my phone, reading my text, I still want, you're not changing it. That's what you can't change. You can't change what I want, what I desire. You can't change that. Michael can't even change it. He can be like, yeah, I want all my life, blah, 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 blah. But can he change how I feel about him? No, he cannot change that. So that's why he would be telling whoever he would, man, I can't make that woman stop texting me. I mean, damn, man, I'm not finna get my phone number changed. I had the same phone number for 10 years, and I'm not about to get it changed because you feel like I should get my phone number changed. I'm not getting my phone number changed. Right? I can just imagine what the woman would be saying. So I told him, I'm on block, right? You got me on under like the carburetor man, or you know how y'all be doing when you be trying to code it like you're somebody else. Or you got me on block. So I feel like that would be like a whole bunch of women he would probably have encoded, right? So how you gonna remember who is who? So just put me on block. So I told Michael, I said, you got me on block, right? I thought you had me in D&D. Do not disturb him. Right? But if you tell me the truth, hey, I'm actively with a woman and whoop de whoop, I'm not gonna bother you. Like nothing between me and Michael would have ever got as deeply like it did. That would have never happened had he told me the truth in the beginning of we're separated right now. We separated right now. Okay? Then I'm not gonna start nothing with him. You need to handle that. Because if you give me the indication that, yeah, I still want her, like, especially if it's a wife, some kind of government contract, sharing living arrangements and all this shit, I'm gonna get all the way up for that. You don't think I respect that? Look what the fuck, I am separated. So why would I not have the propensity to understand that you are separated from this woman? Because you don't got to give me your reasons. That's your business, naive. But you are separated. I would have not operated in a mentality of, okay, so you available? What's up? I would have not been, I would never have, he knows this. He knows if I'm saying to him, okay, you let me on. Okay, so keep that same motherfucking energy. He knows that that's how I still feel. That's how I feel. So he can't change that either. He can't change that in the sense that, yeah, you played. That's why I never dealt with you in the first motherfucking place. All these goddamn years. Well, why would you play with me like that? Why are you chasing me like that? Why are you doing that? What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Why are you trying to put chaos in my life? I don't take that shit lightly. I'm not going to operate in a sweet, loving way when you are showing me that you trying to bring chaos into my life. I'm not finna play like that. So, we don't got it established that, no, I really got feelings for you. Well, these words was not said, but certain actions he took and the subtleties and... So, I say all of that to say, if I tell a practitioner, a warlock, a self-professed, I practice dark magic shit and manipulative things to hurt, harm, and injure people and stop them, tells me this, then why would I not think that you would start doing all kind of shit towards me and anybody that I love because you don't want to see us together, but you don't understand it goes deeper than that for me. It means that you would do this shit to my daughter, anybody I love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I take it. So I felt compelled to tell Michael everything that I felt like he probably wouldn't understood, or not necessarily understood, but he would like get an attitude about it. Like, I knew that would happen, but not to the degree that he don't want to understand that I don't ever want you to feel like I put you in a situation that I did not tell you the truth and lace you up what's going on. So therefore, inadvertently place you in harm's way with a person you don't know. Okay, you don't know this person. So this person is the type that'll create fake accounts. Quasi Rael, also known as Christopher Mark McNeese, is the type of dude that would create fake accounts. He done it towards me. So if he would create a fake account, hold on. If he would create a fake account to try to watch me, why the fuck would he not do that to go monitor Michael? So to have an inside scoop of his life. But again, I take it deeper than that. That would mean that you're trying to affect everything I love. So yes, I told Michael every single thing, everything. Whether he was literally keeping up with the text messages in a timely fashion of his alone time away from whoever the hell is going to be watching him and whatever they go through, you know. Because if a man has a propensity to stay keeping his phone, putting it up to his face and looking at it, she feels like that's the way he can cheat by direct communication. She, who you on your phone with type shit. So that's why I said whenever he could be alone, reading the text messages, I did tell him everything. Whether he saw it and read it and understood it, that ain't my problem. That ain't for me to try to monitor but I did tell him everything. And ultimately was to prove that if this dude, Quasi, tries to start doing any weirdo ass shit, you will never open your mouth and say, nah, you didn't even tell me that. I didn't know that and I didn't know this. You will never open your mouth and tell me that. Because you was a bold-faced ass lie. You didn't open your mouth and tell me this, and this, because you knew Elizabeth would cut the fuck conversation off, everything. Like, we got a strong attraction to each other, so I'm not going to be just, willy-nilly talking to you. Because eventually it's going to go back to that way. I couldn't fake that no more. After all these years, I couldn't fake that anymore. Every time I think about how our last encounter went down and how I felt after he left and all of that, and I didn't say nothing about it. Matter of fact, right then after that, my mother died. So it makes sense why I really didn't talk to him or, try to focus my thoughts on like, hey, what's going on? Well, I haven't heard from you, blah, blah, blah. That makes sense. My mother passed away. So we was together November 2009. My mother passes away March 1st, 2010. In the interim, she's sickly, doing, all this going on. So it makes sense that our last encounter, I would not. And Michael contacted me. I never keep Michael's number in my phone. I mean, I never have Michael's number in my phone and go to it and think about texting, and I don't know. I never did it at all. I know his number is locked in my phone just so if the number come through, I know who it is. But I never ever used the number, is my point. Ever called him. And he knows this is fact. She never called me. She never texted me or anything. I would text her. She finally responds, and then we physically talking, and then I'm like, I'm finna come over, and I'm like, okay. Elizabeth, has to say, okay, agree. And he comes over. That's how it was. We didn't do a lot of talking. That was a problem. I knew it was a problem from day one. I'm not about to be giving everything to a man I don't really just have an open dialogue with. I don't feel that at any given energy that I'm going through something, he going through something, we got an open dialogue. No. That's a major red flag. I'm an air sign. How the fuck I don't talk? Like, what? Who doing that? Who doing that? It's a potent air in my chart. Aquarius and Gemini. How in the hell am I not talking? So that was a red flag for me right there, that he liked it like that. That I'm not giving him a lot of flack. He didn't like it that I'm not letting him know that I'm yearning. I want to see him. I'm missing him. But he definitely liked it that I didn't give him a lot of flack with my mouth talking shit, right? So because he didn't know how to deal with the air quality in me, I'm very communicative. So I just left his ass alone. Straight up. So I'm over here still willing in that energy, right? I'm still today. I'm talking about today, current time. Willing in that, like willing and dealing in that energy of like, so damn, so he just played me like that. So that's what it was. And so I'm past that part. I'm like, okay, he did that. He did that. That's the part I'm at now. He did that. I made a conscious decision of my birthday that I was never going to text him again. And he might be like, yeah, you said that before. Okay. I'd be loving a challenge. I'm never texting him again. This is my platform. Well, this is the platform that YouTube has allowed me to have. I hate that when people say, and you on my platform. Like, it's different. It's different if you purchased a house and somebody on your property, you're on my property. You kind of feel like some ownership because you paid some motherfucking money towards this shit or went through some shit and acquired some paperwork. But YouTube has allowed me to have my name attached to this social media platform. Okay. And so I'm going to talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. Nobody's going to censor my mouth. And you can blurt it out or distort it and do all that's on you. The internet dropping and bullshit. But I'm going to say what the fuck I need to say to heal myself, because I'm going to be forever to God be the truth. God is guidance over deception, destruction, distractions, disillusions, disasters. Any word you can think of that starts with the letter D that is negative, of a negative vibration, God is guidance over that. So I'm going to guide myself right where the hell I want to be in my golden 50s. Because I don't know when my checkout date going to be. Although I anticipate it due to my failing health. But at the same time, if I love a man, I'm going to say I love him. If I want to devour his ass, I'm going to say that shit. And I ain't never been scared. So I don't know why the hell Michael tried to taint the shit like, oh, you scared. I may have been acting like girly, like with the very like teenager energy, because that's what he makes me feel like. And that's a good thing. That's positive. I don't want to feel like, old ass lady, like I'm your auntie or something, your godmother. Like, what the fuck? I ain't got no fantasies like that. So that's a good thing. But I ain't never been scared. But I knew he was attached to another woman, and I was not going to be, no man going to put me in no competition. There is no competition. I don't give a fuck what a female look at. Oh, look at her state. Look at her state of being. There's no competition. They know it. The man himself knows it. So I don't need to, I'm not going to go back and forth with a woman, and don't put me in no situation like that. And one thing I can say that I praise that Michael never did is ever put me in a situation by him trying to keep coming towards me or being argumentative and hang up, call back. Like, none of that energy really got revved up between he and I. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Because all the other men put energy in my life like that. They brought the problems to my life. They tried to get me triangulated with motherfuckers, whether it's family members or other females, whatever. They always did some shit to try to rile. I tell motherfuckers all the time, you don't want to rattle my cage. Let me be in there and sleep and rest and be me. First of all, you ain't supposed to have me locked up. I need to be free. I need to be free to roam the land. And you got me locked up? I don't know what kind of... I'm a beast. I don't know. I used to always say a black... just because I love the mysteriousness of the Black Panther, the darkness. I love it. So if I had my spirit animal, it would be the Black Panther as a cat. And then it would actually be the eagle as a bird. You know what I'm saying? And then some kind of ferocious beast of the sea that I don't even fucking know what it would be. Just tear motherfuckers up. I just love that. It turns me on. Because, you respect it. It's about respect. So, if you should not be tampering of, you think because I'm in the cage? Okay, motherfucker. One day you going to get so aroused by my beauty. And I'm going to be sleeping like, acting like my tongue hanging out. When cats had the big cats had, little cats, it just looked like they kind of like crazy and they own some damn catnip or something. But a big ass cat, when they got their tongue hanging out their mouth and they really in that deep sleep, and your ass came trying to, and I just magically just jumped up and sliced your whole side of your motherfucking face off with my claws, licked the blood and went lay back down. That's the type of shit I be on in real time. So with that being said, yeah. So why is somebody still trying to do spell work? Well, what? You still doing that shit? Like, you may feel like it has worked. Okay, let's get down to it. You may feel like it's working because he ain't came towards you. It's working because y'all still ain't been together. It's working. But let me tell you something. He has to go through his own cycles. And Michael knows that I told him it was never about me and you get together, get married on. It was never about that. I realized that shit at the gate, like at the beginning. Okay? I realized that, like, because I know I had all my internal insecurities to deal with, So I already realized that. But it was more so about me breaking out of these certain self-sabotaging thoughts that was keeping my inner vixen from coming out. type shit. So that's why I was like, now he became my muse. So that's why you don't even hear me see the word twin flame. He became my muse. That's what he is. He's my muse. And I'm using his form to paint. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm just saying that metaphorically, but yeah. So yeah, it's a man that's still doing spell work. That's what's here. That's what's right here. It's a man that's doing it. And I don't know no other men. I don't know any other men. I have not had any sexual relations. I have not had sexual relations with any other man on this planet that has professed with their mouth that they practice dark, manipulative shit. But Christopher McNeese, calling himself Quasi Rael, and then something crossed my mind. Where I was talking to him about Michael, and I was very upset at the fact that he even came out of jail and started fucking with me again. Because it just fucked up everything. How things was going very organically. Everything was moving organically. Like, you know what I'm saying? You come back into the picture and try to like start making shit look distorted and problematic and argumentative and all of that, and that wasn't what was going on. And you know what? Bitch, you gonna pay. You gonna pay. You gonna pay. You sure will. So let me go ahead and get my angels out. No, they said start with the daemon. Because now we want to identify who this is. Today we finna identify who this is for sure. Because I don't like to speculate. We're going to identify who this is for sure. And then we're going to talk about what that. And then we're going to see what else needs to be talked about. Okay? That's how it go down. This is a personal vlogging channel. This ain't about your life and what you got going on. You got to go see what's on Karmic Justice Tarot 369 over there. And I haven't really gave much attention to being over there and focusing and all that shit. Like, So who knows whenever that's going to take place. I don't know. So the way that this oracle works is it gives you the daemons. Let me just read a little bit about it for those that be liking to know. What is she using and what is this? I don't hide nothing. For what? Being in the truth means being in the light. Okay, so this is the Forbidden Wisdom of the Infernal Dictionary, the Daemon Tarot, Ariana Osborne, original illustrations by Louis Breton from Jacques Auguste Simon Colin de Plancy's Dictionnaire Infernal. Okay, so let's see if it gives you any little things in the beginning to tell you. Preface. When the demonologist Jacques Auguste Simon that's a long damn name. When the demonologist Jacques Auguste Simon Colin de Plancy first published his Dictionnaire Infernal, which is called the Infernal Dictionary, in France in 1818, the text reflected many of his free thought sensibilities. The dictionary was filled with entries about magic and the occult to educate and entertain readers, but it also warned against the dangers of making decisions based on superstitious beliefs and prejudices instead of logic and reason. So that sounds like dark practitioners that is superimposing their desires onto another person's life. Then in the 1830s, Colin de Plancy converted to Catholicism. So if you go and you do your homework, you'll realize that voodoo also included Catholicism. Okay. And it's French. You know, my family is from Louisiana, so I'm sure somewhere down the bloodline, somebody be practicing voodoo that I don't even know is part of my family bloodline that still lives in Louisiana. Okay. For some reason, my grandmother moved to Katy, Texas, and then ended up in Houston, Texas. But from Louisiana and all that, and this was not one of those families that's going to tell you your history, let you know this is this and that is that. This is your great 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 grandmother, great 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 grandfather. This is where we used to live. This is that. This is this. It's terrible. It's terrible to come into this incarnation and don't have a fucking clue. But my family bloodline is the roots are in Louisiana, and you know, so on back there. Okay. You know, it's a purpose. It's a reason for you to be when you. That's why it's crazy how folks don't be believing in past lives. Just think about it. How did you port in? When I say port in, meaning like some folks didn't come from a womb. That's why I say port in. If you want to know, why does she be saying port in? Some folks did not come from a womb alone. Let me add that word. A womb alone. A womb exclusively. That's just indicating that there are certain galaxies, planets, star systems, other life forms in this consciousness, okay, that you may not be consciously aware of. But the goal as a human vessel is to become self-aware how connected we all are. That's the spiritual journey. Okay? And going through transformations, evolutions, and most importantly, it get in the state of transcendence where you realize that we are all connected, and then it's this one love and all of that. You see, so that's why I say, you know, they should have did more to talk about human evolution than what they did, talking about we came from apes type shit. Anywho, so then in the 1830s, Colin D. Clancy converted to Catholicism, and he set about revising and expanding many of the entries in accordance with the beliefs of the Roman Catholic Church. So, give a little background. I told the story of my mother is Catholic, or was, because she's passed on now, Catholic. And my grandparents and them, I guess, was also Catholic, because how would my mama be into it? Right? Okay, this usually happens in childhood. And then for my childhood, my mama wanted me to be with the black people, with the black church, with the Baptists and everything. That was weird, right? Yeah. Yeah, so there was a splitting in the beginning of my life. How is it that y'all go to, and now they go to communion, do all that, whatever, you know, the Catholic Church? My mom and them, that's what she did. But she was trying to force me to be with this family that's supposed to be my biological dad's, allegedly my biological dad's dad. So my grandfather on my dad's side was a preacher, right? In the Baptist church. He ran a Baptist church. So my mama kept trying to push me over there to that family. Do that. That's weird. She didn't attend church with me. She didn't join the church with me. She was trying to push me into it. So it just makes perfect sense that I will find my way to my spiritual walk, practicing my spirituality of what is within my DNA, my consciousness, in alignment. It makes perfect sense why I was bucking it as a child. Because I was like, this doesn't make sense, though. You're not making sense. You want me to go get baptized in a first of all, she should have known I had a fear of deep water, but wanted me to have somebody dunk me in some water and baptize me. But yet you're not explaining anything to me about God, Jesus, anything. So it was inevitable that I was going to be traveling through life, so to speak, as I was growing up, trying to find out who is this Jesus? Who is this Jesus? Never did I say who is God. I would say, who is this Jesus? Is that some new shit that just came in? Oh, girl, put one of them on now. I ain't had none of them, seen them in a while. Oh, praise be to the Most High. Thank God, y'all. I got my itch cream came. It was warm. because my skin, you know, that doctor, that rheumatologist told me that my lupus is in my skin real bad. And I can tell this was what my grandfather had. My grandfather had this skin condition. Thank you, my love. So, hold on, baby. So, I might be doing another video whenever I take me a good salt bath, showing how this is the pain relief that my daughter puts on me all the time. She be massaging me in my pain. And then this is the version that I use for my itches. Okay, I use this for my itches. It got the lemongrass up in there. So this is the company right here. Now she was making that good salt that I like to use that's not like real gritty, that I was washing myself with, and I only got a little bit left. So she stopped making it. I don't know why. But this is the company right here. So I might be doing a video about that when I'm able to take me a good salt bath. And the reason I say when I'm able to, right now I'm just washing myself with the organic tea tree. Is because look, my skin is doing some weird ass shit. Like, look at those. What is that? Let me find out this mold been tearing me up. I need a freaking lawsuit. I need to be paid. Me and my child. So the reason why I said that about not using the salt right now, because my skin is doing this weird thing. Like, it feels so tender. So I don't want to put nothing on it right now. So I just been washing myself with the tea tree soap, and then putting the manuka honey lotion on. Yeah, you know, like that. So I haven't been using that salt because I'm a little nervous that it's gonna make me more red and inflamed. Okay, which it actually doesn't do that, but actually the truth is it's running out, and I haven't found me a replacement other than those scrubs that have more of a gritty salt to it, like, you know, more coarse salt. So yeah, the 6th edition of the dictionary, published in 1863, is a very different book from the original. In short, many of the daemons listed in the dictionary became just a bit more demonic. All of the negative connotations the lost A implies. I think that he meant to say the last A implies. I don't know. That's a little, I don't know what he meant. Anyway, Colin de Plancy also commissioned, and this, if you can go buy the demonologist book, there's a book, Infernal Dictionary, has all the daemons in it. You can go buy it. I think I seen it at Amazon for like $40. I never did buy it though, because, you know, I found this one, and it's perfect. Okay, so yeah, and my studies is about dualities. That's what my studies are aimed at, about the dualities. Okay, so many of the daemons listed in the dictionary became just a bit more demonic. Colin de Plancy also commissioned more than 500 engravings for this new edition of Dictionnaire. Dictionnaire, what does it do? It defines some tiny illustrations of snakes, witches, and other creepy dingbats, some full-page depictions of occult rituals, and 69 of those pictures, most portraits of named demons, are signed with the initials LB for Louis Breton. While the text accompanying those illustrations may be frightening and condemning, Breton's pictures are beautiful, compelling, and filled with charming personality. These are not pictures of leering monsters. They are clearly inhuman. So again, as I said, if you poured it in, how did you pour it in? It's the reason I say that. These are not pictures of leering monsters. They are clearly inhuman, but their strangeness does not make them appear terrible. He says, I have broken each entry in this book into 3 sections: the annotation, the inspiration, and the divination. The annotation sections are my research on each subject. There you'll find a brief description of each daemon's attributes, compiled not only from the dictionnaire, but also from a variety of other sources, all of which can be found at the end of this book if you're interested in further reading. These descriptions will give you a little bit of the history and mythology of each subject. Now, there's no way I could fit all of the available information into these pages. Many of the daemons here have enough recorded stories to fill a book of their own, but it will be enough to get you started. The inspiration sections are my own interpretations and insights into the subject of each card. I hope that the images and the annotations will inspire you to form your own interpretations of these daemons. The wonderful thing about beings of myth and legend is that most people won't ever meet any of them in the flesh. So, unless you're intending to force with, come on now, say it, unless you intend to forcibly summon any of the demons in this deck. Okay, summoning any of the demons in this deck, you're free to imagine their intentions and motivations however you like, and apply those interpretations to your life experiences in ways that are personal and unique. So that's what I love about this book. You know? Okay, so what happened? So Joseph Highsmith has stated that. What do you mean by that, Joseph? You guys, the reason that I look at the phone that is right over here is literally because I'm making sure that I'm still live. So Joseph Highsmith has indicated no one can see you. Are you saying see me personally? That must be what you're talking about. Yeah, so let's get back to class. And Ashley has been doing her due diligence and going through and blocking out anything that was just running their mouth. Okay, so yeah. So Joseph, don't let that be you, because it was not, the purpose is not for you to see me, it's for you to hear the message. Okay. Anywho, so that's what this book is. Okay, so if you watch this on the afterplay, if you watch this, and you're wondering like, what is this book she's using? Oh my gosh, whatever. I really don't care what people be thinking anyway, honestly. So I don't, but I like to explain it to those that really want to know. They really want to know like what it is that I'm talking about. What is the book? I got this off of Amazon. Okay, and it literally comes like this. It says a deck of 69 illustrated daemon cards, a 160-page guidebook, including interpretations of each card that can be applied to a variety of life experiences, from making major financial decisions to general daily guidance. That's what I love about this. And I don't know, I think I paid about $20, $20. Okay, so boom. That's it. I take very good care of my things. Okay, and then those cards sit in the tray like this. So I get very upset when I lose these two little plastic slips right there. So yeah, so it sits in there like that, and it comes in, very, very nicely made. Okay, and literally like my Angel Tarot is like basically the same size. Almost. So it's a pretty big deck. Okay, so the reason that we're going to go through these is because we want to find out what is this energy that this practitioner is in that keeps them focused on Elizabeth. Okay, what is this energy that this practitioner is in, or the people around Elizabeth's channel is in, that keeps them focused on Elizabeth in a negative way? Not positive, not enlightening, not uplifting. It's negative. It's like, so this is going to help me identify this person. And I've used them before, and it really does help you to identify your problem or their problem. Okay, so I like to take one side and do this, stick that back in there so I don't lose that little plastic, and I like to get one from each side. So I don't know why Joseph needs to say you can't see me. Like, everybody that's familiar with this channel knows that, knows why I sit like this and all of that. What you need to look in my face for? Before you said that, if you were smart, you would go to the shorts and be like, oh, that's her? That's who's talking? It's always somebody just silly always around my live stream. I don't know when that's going to end. Probably never will. Probably never will. YouTube is about the worst live streaming platform that YouTube's platform is the worst live streaming experience I've ever had. Because of the type of shit that just pop up in your live, and how weird it is as far as viewers, and it's weird, very strange. Very strange. You go on somebody else's channel and they got activity going on. They sitting there with their cars talking or whatever whatever the case it is. And I'm strictly speaking of tarot readers. I'm not a tarot reader, but you'll notice that you're like, huh, I wonder why every time I go live, it's not saying that there's nobody there ever, but then when you hit the button to end it, it showed that you had 130 folks, but you didn't ever see it go past 7. Like, it's weird. So I guess every goddamn body's incognito, huh? Anyway, we got the Bayrevra. Bayrevra is very loosely based on legends of Bahivra. He is described by Colin de Plancy as a demon with long and terrible nails who holds a position of power among the demons of the air. Okay, so long nails. So somebody around me might like their nails very long and gaudy. You know what I'm saying? Gaudy mean like dangerous. When I say gaudy, it's like dangerous. Like, how in the hell do you wipe your vagina, your ass, or whatever with all that? My nails grow naturally long, but I can't let them go to a certain extent because I gotta use my hand. I can't be Anything else on this side? Let's just see. I don't think so. I don't feel any energy. Yep, I don't feel any energy. Okay, that's it on this side. I like to put this right back on, child, because when I lost one the last time, I was like, where is it at? I can't put this in my... It holds the cards together. All right, so let's go ahead and read with Bayrevra. Bayrevra. Same card. Now the annotation reads, Bayrevra is entirely an invention of Colin de Plancy, based very loosely on Bahirava, the manifestation of Shiva. Bhairava, Sanskrit for terrible, could really use a much longer entry than we have room right here. But in a nutshell, he's a destructive manifestation that even death fears. It is perhaps that terrible destructive force that caused Colin de Plancy to write his own version. Bayrevra, who was a nightmare creation. Where the manifestation of Bayrevra was a force for punishing one guilty of arrogance. Bayrevra is a force for punishing ones that are guilty of being arrogant. Colin de Plancy focused only on destruction, terror, and blood in his description of Bayrevra. Common illustrations of Bayrevra depict him as a powerful manifestation clad in tiger skin. Wow. Clad in tiger skins and ornamented with snakes. But the illustration that accompanies Colin de Plancy's entry on Bayrevra depicts him as a seated man cradling the head of his enemy. The inspiration. Fear is a powerful motivator. And although we may not approve of how Colin de Plancy chose to depict the God of peoples he did not understand, there may be a good lesson to be learned from his actions. Faced with frightening information he did not understand, Colin de Plancy sought to show his demon in a weaker light, as a horrible creature, but one that could be overcome. Perhaps an even better way to deal with his fears would have been to attempt to research further and understand the ideas that had actually frightened him. Where he did not, we certainly can. So the divination is beware of allowing, so I read this to get to the divination part. Beware of allowing fear to overcome your logic. Focus on gaining knowledge to conquer fears instead of trying to destroy things we don't understand. So that would mean that this man is trying to destroy a woman that he doesn't understand. And if we go back to what came out the random app, this is how this got started. I am doing spell work on you. Y'all know my handwriting terrible. I am doing spell work on you. The last name is blank. Wanna take your place. Okay, so somebody with the last name that's blank wants to take your place. The number 1111 came out, which showed the Ascended Masters. And that's why the title for this video is The Most High is Sending Avenging Angels to these practitioners. And then it said a mature man is coming. Somebody wants to come over, but they're afraid to. They want to just show up. Okay? So the jump off card was 33 concern. And then the next card came out was 17 gift. These two cards is saying this person is afraid to visit or come over. Okay? Well, they should be afraid to visit and come over if it's Quasi Rael, because I don't like you. Number 22, military official person. This person likes to keep himself worrying, and he's very pessimistic. Very negative. Very, very negative. And if somebody's super, super negative, that does mean that their ability to self-reflect is completely clouded to being automatically not there. So there's no look, the man in the mirror. This is right here. The mirroring effect is the false twin flame versus the real true love. Embrace your shadow stalker. So this person does not believe in doing shadow work, calling themselves out, taking accountability. Okay? So that makes sense that he would be afraid to come over, as he should be. So then the next one said 28 expectation. This person has a hidden secret expectation. And then it says, he fakes sorry. Don't fall for his apologies. Let's get to know each other. Like, come on. Like, does this not even automatically feel eerie? Like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? And they're going through a lot of bullshit at work. They're having a lot of troubles with their colleagues. So what the fuck type of dumb shit did you do at the job again? Or did you lose the job? What the fuck you done did now? And this person is going through some type of illegal matters that's making them feel like a victim. And they're very, very, very in their head about these legal proceedings or whatever they're going through. Or to me, I feel like so far it's talking about spiritual judgment. Yeah. You can't be throwing no kind of nothing on nobody and think the universe ain't going to balance that shit out. Yeah. 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 Yep. But I still ain't got no definitive. I can throw names out all I want to, but I ain't going to get real until I hear definitive, baby. I got a little energy today. Let's see. Well, you know what I'm saying. But the last thing that it said was, beware of allowing your fear to overcome your logic. So when a person tries to do manipulative practices against an individual that they don't know, or even if they do know them, they're trying to, either call themselves, that's why the Bible says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. I don't be doing anything to anyone other than telling the truth about what you have consistently been trying to do in my life to affect me negatively and to cause chaos in my life. When I put up clear fucking boundaries and said, this is stopped, this is over, that's done. You're not gonna, that's spiritual rape. For you to think you can force yourself in a woman's life when she said, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I don't want to break bread with you. I don't want to talk to you. Nothing. I better not even dream about you. Stay away from me. That's why I tell a man, don't even think about me. Because if I tap in, if there's anything dangerous about your thoughts, evil eyeing me like that, that means that my angels are spotlighting on you, baby. I work with dark and light. I got family of dark and light. Let's just say it like that. I keep saying I work with. Meaning like I'm associated with family of the light. I'm associated with family of the dark. The balancing act, y'all. I don't know why y'all don't be acting like y'all want to learn that aspect of spirituality. I don't know why y'all just refuse to even, nah, I'm a powerful God. I'm a powerful priest. I don't give a damn what you call yourself powerful in. When you do things with they with when they, you, whoever, if you this resonates. When you do things with a negative intention on acting like God in somebody's life, that's when you all out of you out of character, baby. You out of character, you out of element, you out of your element, you out. You see that key word? You are out. So now you are being spiritually surveilled. Whether you believe it or not, you receive it or not, it is true. There must be a balance. If you eat a whole bunch of sugar, now you got them, your body is all off. You eat too much salt, your body is off. You did too much sex, your body. See, it's about a balance. It's about a balance. Yeah, you can't just be holier than thou. You're going to cut some motherfuckers out. I hate when people say, if I wasn't a Christian, bitch, don't be a Christian. Because you already cussed me out in your mind. You just saying, if I wasn't a Christian, I would say what I'm thinking, but you already thought it. What? You know what I'm saying? And no amount of money should make you be, oh, I'll do it, because it's still going to balance itself out. I promise you it will. It's going to balance itself out. Yeah. You go over there, light a candle, do whatever the hell you're doing, woo, all of that. Your whole house bursts in fire. Your whole house just catch on fire. The candle was sitting there fine. How the hell, what wind came through? How did it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Absolutely. I like working with the elements. Yeah. If I was going to throw magic on folks, it would be working with the elements. That's why I call in the elements. Because that's still respecting natural forces. Like, natural forces. Okay? I ain't talking about supernatural. I'm talking about natural forces. Straight up. I love it. It makes you stay grounded. That you understand. Is that fire? Oh, I'm not going to put my hand in there. No, practitioner. You are God. You can send things somebody's way. Put your fucking hand in the fire. No, put your goddamn hand in the fire. Don't cry. What you crying for? What you crying for? You got a whole table set up. What you think you finna do to somebody because somebody paid you to do it, or you're in affiliation with someone to do this. Okay, put your fucking hands in the fire. What are you crying for? You should be a man about it, a woman about it, and stick your goddamn hand in the fire. Because you're God, right? You're God. You are God. Put your hand in there. You see how I like to work with the elements? Yeah, of course I wasn't going to say dunk them in the water. That's too easy. Fire. Yes, I love the fact of knowing that the Most High is fire. The Most High is the depths, the water. The Most High is air. The Most High is what? Now that's when we get into the politics, earth. Yes, I love to work with the elements because I respect it. Why would I want to go conjure something up? I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't practice anything. There's not a Virgin Mary on the altar. There's not a Yamaya on the altar. There's nothing. They crystal clear let it be known. We don't do any of that. We work with the elements. When it's time to get into the supernatural, let the supernatural be super and natural. We don't need to name it. We don't need to claim it. I'm telling you, my spirit team is wickedly excellent. If you want to know who the team is, it's just divine intelligence. It's divine intelligence. Okay. Again, we don't name it. It's just the truth. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's the truth. Weigh it. Test it. And if it comes back where it's something like that you trying to dispute and call it falsehood, go do it again. Go look at it again. Okay? It's unlimited access to the testing. of the truth. It's unlimited access. It's no cutoff time for you to keep testing the truth. But within those time frames, you should be growing more. More experiences should be happening. I just thought it was always crazy to see somebody trying to conjure up something. First of all, that something owns you. You have literally said, okay, I do not want to have sovereignty over my own spirit and have a choice. The main thing about the Bible that has always rocked my world is when it said that you have the power to choose whether or not you want to believe in the Bible itself, the literature. You're not forced to. That's how I knew right then. Like, so people that got a problem with persons that are on their spiritual path, and the spiritual path I'm speaking of is the people that are like monks, the people that are like, you know, they want to live what's that word called? Minimal lifestyle, minimalist. You know, they don't want to be tied to material things and all of that. And other people like, that's crazy. Why would you make yourself poor? But it's a spiritual thing that they're doing, and you don't understand it from a flesh mind. But they see what the goal is from a spiritual mind, an unseen guidance. Okay, people that practice rituals of making their body strong and breathing, that shit is real. If you just tap into Tantra just a little bit by just studying the art of it, by not necessarily practicing it yourself, but studying the art of it, you'll realize how real that really is, how authentic that really is as connected to source, of not drinking and doing all the stuff that the flesh body wants to do. I thought that's amazing. And to know that the body can levitate and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. When those memories came back, I was like, whoa. And people would merely do the ghetto version of spiritual ality, which is manipulation. That's the ghetto version. Come on to the upper echelon. Okay? So I love the fact that the Ascended Masters energy came into my consciousness to remember the levels, the shifts. Okay? That's that upper echelon I'm talking about. They on that ghetto shit. I don't like being in the ghetto. Yeah. About that classiness. Okay? Let's do the classy stuff. All right? Yeah. And it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice. So we got the Revra, right? Okay, so yeah, that was on that side. Let's go ahead and get this other side. Because, baby, you see, this is not all spooky. Oh my gosh, like, and I'm laughing at myself whenever I was like really stepping out of this flesh energy of connectedness to spiritual energy of connectedness, and seeing how much, again, as it stated, the fears of is what's crippling to so many people. And I remember when Quasi started to really like showing this energy of like trying to dominate me and all of that, and the fear that came over me was more so about, if this nigga don't stop crossing me, I'm gonna catch a case. That's what my fears was about. So whenever I was trying to shut things down and get away from the energy that he was projecting through the Facebook social media connection we had, and then anything else I did, he followed me and shit. That shit's crazy. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is wild, right? I'm laughing at it today, but it's been a long time coming for me to get to that part where I'm laughing at it, because now I see that what I prophesied over his punk ass and told him was gonna happen happened. And the other shit I said gonna happen too. I don't control time, baby. Amdusius. Amdusius is a Duke of Hell in command of 29 legions. He conducts invisible instruments in what? He conducts invisible instruments. I'm not damn all that. He conducts invisible instruments in melodious concert, and the trees bow to his voice. Okay? And I mean, I always felt like this is a human's interpretation of what it would look like anyway, because I was like, why do you got a long horn on it? Whatever. Okay, so let's see. What's the lesson? Amdusius. The annotation reads, Grand Duke Amdusius, according to Wyer's Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonon, rules over 29 legions of demons in hell. Demonologists claim that when summoned, he can appear as a human, but with claws on his hands and feet to show he's not quite human, but that his true form is that of a unicorn. Unfortunately, many creatures, including the rhinoceros, and I've been picking up on the rhinoceros a lot, interesting, are referred to as unicorns for having a single horn instead of two. So we cannot know if Amdusius' form is that of the classic horse with a single horn or some other single horn beast. Amdusius' gift is the ability to create beautiful music. Remember we was talking about? Demonologists claim that if asked to perform a concert, Amdusius will suddenly be surrounded by the sounds of hundreds of invisible instruments, horns, flutes, and stringed instruments, and the sound builds until the trees sway and bend as if dancing. The inspiration. At first, it seems as if Amdusius, that name. I wish they would have put pronunciations in here. At first, it seems as if Amdusius has a very simple gift, invisible instruments and dancing trees. But when we think for a moment about the poetic nature of many of the early demonologists, it is possible that Amdusius may control something that is more than beautiful. He controls the wind. The swaying, dancing trees are a hint to his potential power, but other invisible forces cause the forest to bend. I was just talking about the elements. Just talked about air. Anyone who has walked on a blustery day while the trees whisper and the power lines hum can easily imagine where, if Amdusius does control the winds, the invisible instruments come from. The divination clearly has one single sentence. Focus on musical endeavors, including composing and musical inspiration. So, even in the daemon, I do be official music oracle. Like, yeah, you see? And for this particular psychic intuitive counseling session, I felt the song by Vivian Green, Emotional Roller Coaster, was in order. Okay, so this man is on an emotional roller coaster. He might be listening to music and, being to himself, crying, or some type shit. Okay? Some type shit like that. So, again, one said, don't fear whatever these practitioners are doing. And I feel like that is definitely indicative of what it says, that the Most High is sending avenging angels to the practitioners. So that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Now you see, my deck is not scary at all. Okay? It's not scary. Yeah, you see what Joseph had made that comment? Saying that I can't be seen. Can you see me? So he basically saying he can't see me, my face, and everything.
Yeah, your face.
Okay, well, go find somebody you can look at them. With a name like Joseph. Okay? Anyway, Angel Tarot. And this is how we're going to start to see more into this man and what's going on with him. Let's see. Because this is a very powerful day. I'm calling the elements of fire for love's compassion, water for the soul's purification, air for the flow of communication, and earth to ground me, Grind me. Grinding. So his lifestyle has been very grinding. Grinding. To ground me in the hidden protections and provisions of my ancestors, my guardian angels, the cosmic elders, and the divine feminine spirit that created us all. I'm calling in the counsels of the highest white light to make my messages plain, crystal clear in Christ's consciousness, Jesus' name, also known as Yeshua, the real one. So we already know we love us some Michael. So Archangel Michael shows back up again. Wow, two of them jumped out. Two of them jumped out and they went in the horizontal as you saw. So justice is in the horizontal. This is Archangel Kaliel, the invocable God. Justice makes truth known in court. This person going through something. Causes innocence to prevail. But this person isn't innocent. Came out in the horizontal. Okay? And then what else came out in horizontal is Page of Swords. This is Hyea, God the refuge, governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden in mortal. Governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from the mortals. So them two came out real quick. So let's see. We got Justice and Page of Swords. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right. So in tarot or sideways, it represents a state of underlying tension and a crossroad. Combining the justice, which is accountability, the truth and balance, with the Page of Swords, fresh ideas, curiosity, and vigilance, suggests that he is navigating a situation where he needs to weigh his options before rushing to communicate. Now, who is this talking about? He needs to weigh his options before rushing to communicate. Let's keep talking about it. Justice sideways indicates that a situation, likely a legal, ethical, or karmic matter, is at a turning point. The scales of balance are actively being sorted out, and a final fair decision is pending. Page of Swords sideways. This card represents an active, probing, and inquisitive mental state. Stop spying. Because it is horizontal, it suggests that their mind is buzzing with ideas, or they are snooping for facts and loopholes. But the energy hasn't fully manifested into concrete action yet. So who doing this? What this combination means for you. Seek the truth, don't react. These combined energies are a reminder to protect your focus and gather all the facts. Protect your focus. This is what I do here, gathering the facts. It is easy for assumptions or noisy opinions to throw you off your center. The loopholes trap. This might be a card we're going to write up right here. The loopholes trap. With the inquisitive Page of Swords examining the justice, you might, it says they might because we're talking about the person. With this inquisitive Page of Swords examining justice, they might be tempted to look for shortcuts or loopholes in a structured situation. So how can I get in? How can I get in? I'm still writing up my karmic relationship deck. And we building it up. We building it up. How can I get in? So this is the trap. How can I get in? And it looked like I said, go back to it. I am doing spell work on you. Last name blank wants to take your place. 1111. The Most High is sending avenging angels to the practitioners. Mature man is coming or wants to come over. Let's get to know each other. He fake sorry. Don't fall for it. Even done this shit before. I apologize. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any magic against you no more. That wasn't right. I apologize. See, I took all the videos down, all of that. Okay, yeah. Where's my pens? Took down all the videos and all that because I felt like, you know what? My daughter got me some more pens, like I asked for. Thank you, daughter. Like I told him. I said, look now, let's go on and leave each other to our creative peace. You know, I wish you the best in life, but don't come around, bothering me. I'm not doing none of that bullshit with you. And then, you know, if you don't want to respect that, then we gonna have to move accordingly. Okay. So the loopholes trap. So we're gonna write that in red. Yeah, I'll be off in a minute, so. Oh, this is real fine too. I like these cards better because they're not matte. Or matte, however you pronounce it. But they do be making my pen seem dry on here. So the loopholes trap. So let me start using this one. The loophole trap is where somebody or a group of people stay looking for opportunities to trap you in a structured situation. There it is. Facts. Tying into what went on behind the scenes. A structured situation. We're going to put in here also it's premeditated. A premeditated setup. There it is. Somebody or a group of people stay looking for opportunities to trap you in a structured situation, or it's or a premeditated setup. Okay, to see if how you gonna it's to test you to see what kind of pressure you gonna fall up under. Okay, so that's the loophole trap. So that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. Okay, but as we have looked over here at the Angel Tarot, and see what it says with Justice, Archangel Khalil, which is 18. This is the invocable God Khalil. Okay, this is the throne. Psalms 35:24. Judge me, O Lord my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Okay. Those born under the Khalil will possess integrity and love truth and will distinguish themselves in government. Kaliel makes truth known in court, allows innocence to triumph, and confounds the guilty in false testimony. So somebody lying, somebody trying to create a narrative, they keep doing the same dumb shit and keep getting the same. They keep getting an abundance of stupid rewards and prizes for doing dumb shit. Page of Swords 12, God the refuge. This is a cherubim. Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble? So this saying the Most High has been given so much mercy and grace to this person of persons, to this person, to quasi, to a group of people. Persons born under Hahaya will be gentle and witty and possess discreet manners. So that's of course how he comes. Haya governs dreams, will protect against adversity, and reveals mysteries hidden from the mortal. So even when folks is thinking that you don't see them, they're working in the supernatural. Natural. My nose is stopping up. That's what that is. They're working in the supernatural. Guess what? It don't matter, baby, because even in death, the powers will be. Even in death, the powers is. Okay? Okay? The Most High is the Most High. Life and death. Sickness and health. That's what you should be marrying. So they so upset that, the vowels just can't seem to be penetrated. They can't seem to get in. Like, how do we, and that's why when he started letting it be known he was doing shit, I'm like, oh yeah, you destined for you destined for doom. You destined to be doomed. For real. So now we got Justice, Page of Swords. Okay? So let me get one more to show them how it's going in. Let me get one more. Keep in mind, those was horizontal. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, how the seasons is changing, the year is changing, they stay the same. Like, that is sad. And very, 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 very so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? You practicing gratitude and giving back and all that. And these motherfuckers are practicing on taking and making sure they put obstacles and shit. Then when the obstacles are removed, it's like a dam being broken. Right? So I feel like I said, I know God uses my life to bring karma to others. I've come in to realize that that's the case. Knight of Swords, the all-pervading God, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents, protects fertility of women. What? Now let's read this in all the upright version of it and see what it say. Because it's saying that a decision is imminent. Okay? With this like this and this like this, a decision is imminent. Together, these two cards point toward a crossroads where reason meets consequences. You may be on the cusp of presenting your case, signing important papers, or making definitive choice. I'm not dealing with anything legal right now. I'm telling what's brewing behind the scenes. But this person made a decision. They made a decision. They sure did. They made a decision. We putting everything. No. They're telling me to keep it like it was. Make it like it was. The way it used to be. I hunger for your love constantly. Justice in horizontal. Page of Swords in horizontal. And now we're going to add in the Knight of Swords. Yes. In upright. It's crazy. Like, I'm so tired of talking about this shit. I'm so ready to get into each one teach ones. Because I'm getting bored with this shit. For real. The addition of the Knight of Swords upright completely shifts the dynamic, turning a hesitant, calculating situation to a time of sudden, rapid action and direct communication. While your horizontal cards show you are weighing your choices and digging for facts, the Knight of Swords acts as the catalyst that breaks the deadlock. Told you. What's coming next? A catalyst that breaks the where is it? A catalyst that breaks the deadlock. What's that catalyst gonna be? I don't know. All I know is that nobody better ever come towards me with no type of trying to tell, what are you doing? Who you with? What are you? Child, please. Please, please, please. I triple dog dare you. I triple dog dare your punk ass. Okay? That's what I got to say about it. So what did they say? What's coming next? Okay. Sudden. And rapid. Sudden and rapid action. And then we're going to put in another color. Communication. Let me use my blue over here. Because I know this is Quasi. I sent you a text. I said, you ready to talk? You ready to get that shit off your chest so you can get yourself healed and you can understand what's going on with yourself? Huh? Oh, okay. You ignored that. Okay, what you thought I was going to call you again? They're going to pick up the phone, call you? Nigga, I don't give a damn. You can even tell that in my tone. Okay, for real though. Okay. All right. While your horizontal cards show you are weighing your choices and digging for facts, the Knight of Swords acts as the catalyst that breaks the deadlock. So direct communication after what? Uh-oh. God damn it. Direct communication after the silent treatment. I tell you what, I have a certain amount of time that I'll deal with that weird ass, silly ass behavior of that silent treatment shit. But once you decide, like, okay, I'm not playing no more. Now, that's what I be meaning when I say when I go to the other side of myself and I've had enough of your shenanigans and I don't want to play no kind of games with you. This is what you're going to get. So the silent treatment never needed to become unsilent. You just don't do shit like that to a woman like me. Other women, that shit might work on. If I didn't do nothing to you to hurt, harm, and injure you and put you in a position of sudden and rapid action, direct communication after silent treatment. If I didn't do nothing like that to you, why the hell do you feel like you got the authority to do some shit like that to me? And then get away with it. That's why I be saying I can't control what you do. But you're not finna get away with it. Nope. Nope. Okay? Something was deadlocked. It says the combined narrative, the break in hesitation. The horizontal justice and page of swords showed you are at a cross. And keep talking about these goddamn crossroads. Who is at this goddamn crossroads? Like, what's the crossroads about? Carefully examining loopholes or gathering data. The Knight of Swords crashes through this hesitation. The time for overthinking is over. So this person is overthinking. You see? Like, why? Yeah, look. Look. Why are you what are they overthinking about? Let's get some more Terrell. Because, I mean, like, what? Like, just come on and say it already. Like, what the fuck? Can you imagine how annoying that shit is for somebody to keep acting like, I want to talk to you, but I'm having an attitude right now. Okay, some bullshit that happened in my life made me that's what that quasi dude did before. That's what he did before. That's what I was trying to tell Michael. Like, that dude did that shit before, dude. That dude sit up there and acted like he was living his life like it was motherfucking retarded and golden. Not just golden, retarded and golden. And then all of a sudden, all hell break loose. And then he be like a little silly ass teenager running to his girlfriend's house. Like, bitch, we're not kids. Like, what are you doing? Can I come over there? Hell to the no. They could be shooting at your ass. What the fuck I'm gonna have you bring your dusty ass over here? Bring harms my way. And the audacity to even ask such a thing. The audacity to even ask such a thing. That's some audacity for your ass right there. Like, I know I've been, I ain't been talking to you at all. Not ghosting. I wouldn't say he was ghosting or nothing. Because I was like, good. Like, that shit, is this shit finally over with? Like, okay. But the energy was still strong. Like, it wasn't over with. Like, the energy was still strong. So I was like, okay, it's but a matter of time. And sure, time came around. Boom. Now, I remember that time that I sent him a text message and I said, oh, I was just wondering and checking on you. Do you need some groceries? I don't know why the fuck I said that. I wasn't about to get that damn nigga no damn groceries. But guess what? I found out down the road that this is when the Jamise girl is sending him groceries. Like, you see how spirit working? Like they say, God works in mysterious ways. That's facts. Guidance over any of this deceptive ass delusions and all this shit does work in mysterious ways. That's facts. Let's see what else we got coming out. That shit was crazy. And she's like, and I was sending him groceries. Like, what? Is that why I said that shit that time? Because why the fuck did I tell him that? I'm not giving him no motherfucking groceries. This dude ain't never gave me shit but chaos. So what the hell? I don't give a damn. That was crazy. So it also says the time for overthinking is over. The time to execute your plan is now. See? Fighting for truth and fairness. The Knight of Swords is a champion of intellect and justice. Paired with the Justice card, this combination means you are ready to speak your truth. See? Woo! We gonna make that a big ass Karmic card too. Ready to speak their truth after so many lies. Okay, these new pens is kind of... Okay, here we go. So we gonna say finally... being forced to tell the truth. Finally be forced to tell the truth. After the shit has hit the fan. That's why. That same thing happened before. See? That's why I say if I'm talking about somebody, they talking about me. I'm just not going to do shit the way you do shit because I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm talking about. It ain't about to get a whole bunch of views and shit like that like YouTube. Like, this shit don't make sense, the shit y'all be carrying on and doing. Like, it don't make sense. I'm going to keep bringing that shit up from time to time. I ain't going to harp on it, though. Because I see how y'all doing what y'all doing. You know. Now, I'm expecting when I get off of this live, y'all gonna talk about y'all processing it. So it's gonna take 40 days to process. Somebody else was saying that shit too. I can't remember who it was that was saying their videos wasn't processing. So they've been doing their shit for a long time. So I guess it's something going on across the board. Anyway, finally being forced to tell the truth after the shit has hit the fan. See? Actually, I need more of these, babe. All right. So we got that. Okay. Um. Swift deliverance of news. The page and Knight of Swords together create a powerful messenger energy. You're moving from gathering gossip or information page to aggressively speaking out, even sudden, definitive news. Receiving sudden, that's the what's next. Definitive news. Mm-hmm. And remember we had that the message card yesterday. It's a whole lot of things that be going on in my mind when I'm doing these picks that I'm not saying out loud. So it's so crazy how we gonna put definitive green. It's so crazy how everything works out. How you spell definitive? Let me see. Is it a D-E? Yeah, D-E-F define it. Okay. D-E-F. Praise be to the Most High, to God be the truth. Definity. Receiving sudden or what did I say? Definitive news. I put definitive. And I was trying to like spell it out so I wouldn't mess up, and I still did it. Anyway. All right, let's go ahead and correct that. So it's definitive, not definitive. I hate writing over that white out because it won't write right. It won't write right. Receiving sudden or definitive news. So what are we going to receive sudden and definitive news about? What is it, Spirit? We back on that number 7. Regarding the decision or contract. Now I want to get back to talking about me. These little Buster Douglases keep popping in. About a decision or contract. Okay. Receiving sudden or definitive news about a decision or contract. Mm-hmm. Yep. So I would say like this is the number 7 message card. Let me write that on there. Is it letter or message? I be forgetting. I think it's letter. I think it is. Number 7. Mm-hmm. Missed. What you laughing at? Yeah, to release that gas. Number 7 message. All right, so we back on that again. So let's see. Let's see. Let's get set up. So like I said, I love it when my random app is the point. Is the point of view. Is the point of view. You can't have Elizabeth. Elizabeth is not yours. Elizabeth is not meant to be with you. It's over with Elizabeth. Okay? It is over with Elizabeth. Okay? Let me write that shit. I feel like I need to write that shit. It is over with that woman. It is really, really, really over. And I'm going to write it just like that. It is really, really, really over and done with. With, damn, that, god damn, Liz. Stop doing that. Place. So we going to write 2 damn cards right here. One of them says is really, really over with that person, place, or thing. It's really over. It is really over and done with that person, place, or thing. Yes, indeed. Let me put some commas with my reallys. Really. Over and done with. With that person, place, or thing, baby. It's over and done with. It's over and done with. And then we're going to write another one that says they. Uh-oh, wrong pen. That go another sharp. I'll put it over there. They, him, or her is not through with secretly surveilling and harassing you. Cyber stalking, gang stalking. They, him or her is not through with secretly surveilling and harassing you. Okay? So those are the cards that we got built up. So since something is coming through, what's this gonna be about? What is this gonna be about? Is this about money? Because that's all I be want to know about, is my finances, overflowing and me moving and getting my shit together. That's all I be thinking about. I do not be thinking about none of this frivolous shit. So let's see what's next. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you. See what I'm saying? And I lost a little thing to these too. This one had one around it as well. I don't know where that one went. So now I just sit them back in the box like this. Because I don't know where that one went. The little plastic thing, the majiggy, that was around these. Now I just have to let the book protect the cards from flipping around. All right. Okay, so let's see what we got coming out. What is this news that's coming in? Okay, shuffle. Thank you. What is this news that's coming in? Hold on. See this? I hate when this is too far. Ow, and it's fucking heavy. These got to get laminated so I can use them. There we go. That's what I've been building behind the scenes. Oh. I used to put this over here until I need it. My daughter don't stop pulling my dog on the tower so far. You be doing it. Don't even lie about it. Alright. So let's see what the next message gonna be about. As you can see, 34 occupation, but let's see. What's the next message going to be about? What else going on? What else is going on? That's the same thing that some Indian name came in and was talking about. We can't see. It'd be better if your angle now. This is exactly the angle that needs to be done. What you talking about? I got enough of prison comes up. I got enough of vehicles, enough of videos with my physical appearance. What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. If everybody else can thrive and they ain't got their goddamn face on the goddamn camera and their monies can add up and they can get a decent little chick to work with, Elizabeth is definitely deserving of the same thing when I put my face out there and all that other shit. So, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Always trying to be distracting you like I woke up for you. I woke up for me, bitch. Okay? Ooh, that be getting on my nerves. So this is murky thoughts is really strong. They are really in a bad state of mind because they came out again. Murky thoughts. Probably reflecting on themselves as this woman is sitting here reflecting on her image. Okay, how's she looking in the house? So 20 in house. Let's see what that's talking about. $20 in house. Anxious and depressed. Not sharing their thoughts. Anxious and depressed and not sharing their thoughts. You know, like not sharing their thoughts in red. Really? That was an Amber Alert. Now there's the prison card here. Deep city of fears. Does it make sense what came out? See? But a person that do a lot of bullshit, they should feel the wrath that you caused. It's self-sabotaging. Deep-seated fears. Self-inflicted situation. Thank you. Nobody gonna be feeling sorry for you. Any man that of my past that's in my energy, baby, you already know. Okay, so self-inflicted situation. They're depressed. That whatever they've been doing is coming back on their ass. Whoop whoop de whoop. Blah blah blah. Same damn thing. This is why I don't. The energy been so strong about somebody else than me focusing on self and what self came here to do. Okay, to where you see I'm so disinterested. I'm so detached from the bullshit because I don't give a damn. They don't got nothing to do with me. And I still see the Oracle of the Delphi. Marriage. Marriage is the jump off card, child. Next session. We on 25 right now. Marriage is the jump off card. All right. Let's see. Now, I pulled that one so you can see that as the jump off card. And then I pulled the brown ones as the co-stars. This is the star actor, the main attraction. And now we fixing to get the co-stars. This is setting it up for 25. Whoa. His thoughts. There you go again with his thoughts. See what I'm talking about? Thief. Jumped out over there too. Now, why would marriage would be supposed to be, sanctified and holy, jump out with some thief energy in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't that sound like a hijacking? Don't that sound like a main female? His thoughts is on this main female. Thief. Ain't nothing good about that shit. I'm telling you that right now. And just by looking at it, without going to the Kipper reading book, it sounds like somebody's depressed over this woman that they want to be with. They do not want it to be over with. They don't want it to be over with. If this is fitting what I'm already got going on right now in this pics, this man right here does not want it to be over with this main female. Okay? I'm going to hijack her because his thoughts is here. So I keep on looking for ways. Look, coffin. It's over with. Okay? If I'm just reading it intuitively. But of course, we're going to get to the Kipper reading book behind the scenes. I'm not doing that right now because I'm tired. Whatever. You know, gotta rest. False person. See? False person. False person. With the thief card. Child, please. Give me 2 more. And I have stopped pulling the tarot. Pleasant letter. I've stopped pulling the tarot. I do that behind the scenes and see what the storyline is before I come on. Some people want to get right on into it and get the hell off. Because I don't be in the mood, okay? That's 3 and that's 6, 1 more 7. Thank you. Hope, big water. See? This person is hoping for this. Now, I don't think this is Michael Wayne because he already had 3 marriages and I think he went back to an ex-wife. That's what I think it happened. That's what I feel has happened. Okay, it's deeper than think. I feel that's what had happened. So this, I don't know who this is. Okay, it could be talking about me and the ex-husband. It could be talking about me and the ex-husband too. So we're gonna discern this behind the scenes. But just because I just like to kind of see if what I'm feeling this is talking about has any truth to it, has any validity to it. Let's go ahead and pull my other little urban. I keep looking for all kind of different forms of kippers. That's what I'm on the hunt for, guys. I'm on a hunt for. Do I need any of this? No, I think I'm done. Okay, where are the brand new ones? We're going to keep the brand new ones separated because they is like real scratchy. And we can keep that together. Is this that? Yes, it's a new one. And then it was a new black. Yeah, that's the new black right there. Okay, you want to keep these over there nearest you? Okay. Just because they... Oh, not... Give me the blue one. I meant give you the black one. No, give me the blue. Yeah, I meant to give you that one. Because I don't necessarily need that black. I use this one. Very potent. Let's see. Hopefully I got some room, child. Hold on. Hopefully I got some room. That's why I started using this right here. Okay, then I still got some room. Uh-oh, you go right there. Get all my pins in there. Yeah, it's working out. Okay, go ahead, girl. You got it going on. Okay. And get you back over there where you go at. Okay, there we go. Now, yeah, let's see what this could be talking about. This person is in his bad mood. He's suffering from a lot of melancholy, but he's doing spell work. I don't know anything about Michael Wayne doing spell work, so I know it ain't Michael Wayne. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He could be a part of some shit. I don't know. I don't know this definitively, but yeah, let's just see. This is my urban tarot. Urban tarot. Urban Kipper. All right. So this is the next one in line. So this don't have nothing to do with this right now per se. It could. I don't know. Because I feel like when I be talking about myself, these men come in and it's always Michael and Quasi. Michael and Quasi. Keep coming up. Keep coming up. It's not saying Michael thinking about me, talking about me that he all on me like this. He on my clitoris. It's not saying it at all. I'm saying he in my energy. And they seem to swap out energies and shit. Okay? Pressure. See? This person is under pressure. All in his head. Murky thoughts. Concerned. Under pressure. The work, what it said else? What else it said? Murky thoughts. The concern card was a jump off with murky thoughts, which means murky thoughts. With the gift, he's afraid to visit or come towards you. He's afraid to come towards you. He's feeling very, very, very worried and very pessimistic and everything. His head is all over the place, and he has a hidden secret expectation, or what he really want to come towards you about is not necessarily how he need to come towards you and say it out loud, because you're gonna be like, what? Like, yeah. So he's feeling like a victim because he's going through some shit, as it says right here, pressure. So he's feeling like a victim, and he's very anxious and depressed, and he ain't sharing his thoughts. Okay, all right. That's why they could be Michael. Silent treatment, ain't talking. Okay, and having deep-seated fears over a self-inflicted situation. His deep-seated fears is self-inflicted. The situation he in, he put himself in this situation. He made the bed, he should lie in it. Bam. Partner. Exactly. It's something about this connection. So that's when it can get into a whole nother thingamajang. That's when it can get into a whole nother thingamajang. You know, he under pressure within this marriage. Okay? He under pressure with this marriage. All right? So could this see? You know, I don't know. He at a crossroads. Oh my gosh. Who is this talking about? Let's do the spin the wheel. Because, like, is this talking about Quasi and Michael? Both of their asses going through shit. Like, what is this? Why is it? That nigga ain't married. Let's see what it's talking. Which man is this? Please tell me a definitive. Please. Please. Tell me a definitive, okay? Who is this about? Who is this about? Where these men's at? Here we go. Mitch. Is it Quasi? Which one of these men is this telling me about, Spirit? Tell me. Michael Wayne. Y'all saw it? Michael Wayne. So was the first story about Michael Wayne? He ain't practicing no spell work, is he? Who doing the spell work? Who doing the spell work? Roger Davis. Now, okay. Roger be doing spell work. I ain't talked to him since 2006, 17. So to 10 years. Okay, wait, what? Nah, this is not right. Baby daddy. Well, you know that's connected to Michael Wayne. Whenever I talk about some baby type shit, yeah. Okay, cool. So it's really strongly leaning over to Michael by putting Roger Davis right after that. But every fucking time that I be trying to say Quasi, I be saying, Roderick, I say Quasi. What the fuck? Okay. Is Quasi in the mix fucking around and my energy still ain't moved on with his busted down ass? Terrence Martindale, the ex-husband. So, but how's the baby daddy in the mix of that? Now they telling me all the men in my energy. All the men in my energy. So I'm gonna have to write up a slide in that say all of them in your energy. Roger Davis, baby daddy came up again. What's going on with him? I don't want to pick up on no shit about him. Daddy, I don't give a damn. Michael Wayne and Roger Davis. So Quasi is the one trying to be so hidden. Because who practices spell work? So here we go. Y'all already know I like to tweak my shit. Anytime they try to throw me off of my exactness. Okay, so let's go back into that spinner wheel. Let's go back in there. Because he trying to hide. Yeah, you in the mix. You in the mix, and we going to add one. And we going to add one that say, we're going to make this color orange. No. We going to make it lime green. And we going to say, multiple men are in your energy. All right. Then we're going to say. All right. And then we're going to add in, he practices spell work. And we're going to make that color background. Let's make it high yellow white. I mean, high yellow white. Practices spell work. All right. So now we done added that shit in there. And we're going to put a little devil with it. And we're going to put a little candle with it. And then we're going to put a little broken heart with it. Okay, there it is. Love spell, spell work, whatever. Now we added that shit in there. Okay? Okay? Now, so something strong about Michael Wayne and energy, which is not shocking because I'm constantly feeling his energy. So, but if I'm picking up on interference, this interference is coming from my direction. It will be, I don't know how the baby daddy Roger is in the mix, but you saw Terrence came up. But why Quasi ain't coming up? Let's go back to it. Why didn't Quasi come up? Please. Don't even fake it like he ain't in the mist. Terrence Martindale. Alright. Let's see who dominates. Who dominates energy? Let's see that much. Terrence Martindale. That's 3 times, Ashley. Who's dominating energy? Oh, there you go. So Terrence Martindale is dominating the energy. He first place. Michael is second place. Now let's see. So Terrence got 3, Michael got 2, Roger had 2. Roger has 3 now. So Terrence and Roger. Chris Williams. God damn. Now that motherfucking thing better come out there say they all in your energy because I just put it in there. Roger Davis, what's going on with your daddy? I don't know. Why would he be in our energy? Chris Williams, can you please show me that they all are in energy? So that's what you're telling me? Yeah, multiple men are in your energy. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. But why would your dad be in energy? What's going on with him? What? 10:10 on the clock. Child, what is happening? Somebody is really under pressure about a marriage. Somebody is really under pressure about a marriage. Wow, that jumped straight out. And they about to get a breakthrough. They about to get a breakthrough, goddammit. But Quasi is not married to nobody. Me and Terrence is over. I'm just waiting on his ass to croak over so I can have my widowship divorce. And Roger, I ain't talked to him in over 10 years. So, what? It's crazy. Overloaded. They overloaded. Look, they overloaded. That's a lot of, they under pressure. They got the pressure card and overloaded. Look. and they going through it with their relationship. This shit crazy. They going through it with their relationship. Control. They trying to control things. They trying to control their feelings, right? Because the air conditioning, we've been going through that shit. They try to control their temper. Oh, they at this crossroads where they can't hold back. Oh, they can't control, and now they need an ally. They need you to be a friend. Why is that? Who is this talking about? So we need to go into this. Thank you, Spirit, for these cards right here. Let me take a picture. This is a perfect little setup, child. I might need to put that on the thumbnail because this is just too succinct. The way it flowed like this. Ooh, I like these cards. I wish I could find me another one. I wish Kev made another one. All right, let's go and take a picture of this. And I'm going to get off and try to think about eating something. I don't have no appetite. Did my pets up? Come in. Why does it don't look like the light working? This damn phone. Ooh, I gotta get me a high-tech ass phone. This shit be pissing me off. Why is it looking dark like the light not even on? I don't see it. Let me see. Don't even seem like the light on. There you go. He be turning off on his own. Perfect. 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 All right, y'all. So that's it. I don't know what I'm titling this. I might say the way that it is, which who is still trying to cause chaos in my life. I may leave it just like that. Praise be to the Most High. I hope that this will go ahead and 24 is there. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. God gonna bless you. 24 is there, y'all. So let me go ahead and change my thumbnail. Let me change my thumbnail. People, let me change my thumbnail. It's finally showing. Wait a minute. I don't see it. YouTube, where is it at? I see it. Hold on. They might not have processed it yet. Because it's not showing over here for me to change the thumbnail. But it is showing up down here. But YouTube, why can't I change my thumbnail on there now? See, yeah, it's still processing. It's still processing, y'all. Processing the video. So hopefully that won't be taking forever. But even if I click this, why can't I change my thumbnail? See how it does? It does not let me click that little thing right here and change out the thumbnail. Why is that, YouTube? It says it's public, so I don't understand what's going on. Why is the video stuck in processing? I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's stuck in processing, so we'll see. So is mine gonna look like this again? But long as when it show up, it'll say 25 and all of that. Yeah, okay, so I'll put it over there. All right, anyway, guys, so I'm going to leave the title just as it is. I don't feel like there's no need for me to change it. Love you guys, except for the thumbnail will change. Peace. Yeah.